Hello, and welcome back to Forever Amigas podcast, where we are working on becoming her. The podcast where we talk about healing, growth, relationships, and becoming the version of yourself that no longer abandons her own needs just to keep love. I am not a therapist. I'm just explaining my real life stories and the ways of life that I have had to get through and have had to learn during the craziness of my life. I am your host, and I am Amber Lucero. And today's episode is número 9. And oh my god, today's topic is confusing love with survival. Today we're talking about something that so many people experience but don't always realize they're living through. And that is confusing love with survival. Sometimes with that we think love is actually your nervous system trying to survive. It's the attachment, it's the fear of losing someone, it's the constant thinking about them. It's the emotional roller coaster. And because emotions are so intense, we assume that intensity must mean love. But intensity is not always love. Sometimes it's survival. And today we're going to unpack what that means. What survival love looks like. When you confuse love with survival, the relationship starts to feel like something you need in order to feel okay. Your peace depends on the other person. Your mood depends on how they act toward you. Your thoughts revolve around, are they pulling away? Why do they think that? Do they still care? Did I do something wrong? You start constantly analyzing their behavior. And the truth is, when you're in survival mode in a relationship, your brain is not thinking clearly. Your brain is trying to protect you from the abandonment, rejection, or the pain. So instead of experiencing love calmly, you experience love like a threat you need to manage. Signs you're loving from survival. Here are some signs that love has turned into survival mode. First, your emotional depend on your attention. If they are warm, affectionate, or present, you feel relief. If they are distant, quiet, or frustrated, you feel anxiety. Your emotional state becomes tied to their behavior. Second, you overthink everything. Every text message, every change in tone, every quiet moment. Your mind tries to solve the relationship like a puzzle. Third, you feel like you're fighting to keep the relationship alive. Instead of feeling like two people choosing each other, it feels like one person trying to hold everything together. Fourth, you can't mentally let go even when you want peace. Your mind keeps going, replaying conversations, replaying memories, trying to make sense of things. That's survival. Your brain is trying to resolve something that feels unfinished. Why this happens? This happens and this pattern happens because you're weak. And it doesn't happen because you love too much. It usually happens because somewhere in your life you learned that love wasn't always stable. Maybe love came with emotional distance. Maybe love came with arguments. Maybe love came with someone pulling away. So your brain adapted. It learned, if I pay close attention, if I try hard enough, if I fix things, maybe I won't lose the person. And that survival pattern follows you into relationship later into your life. So instead of feeling safe in love, you feel like you have to earn it or to protect it. The difference between love and survival is real love does not constantly activate your nervous system. Love should not feel like a constant emergency. Love should not feel like you're losing yourself. Real love feels different. It feels calmer. It feels steady. And it feels like two people are choosing each other, not one person chasing emotional stability. Love should feel like a place you can rest, not a place where you constantly feel like you have to perform, prove yourself, or hold everything together. When you're in the middle of it, the hardest part is when you're already emotionally attached. Because even when you recognize the pattern, your mind still goes back to them. You still care. You still hope things will feel better. And sometimes the other person gives mixed signals. One moment they're close, the next moment they're distant. And the inconsistency can make the emotional attachment even stronger because your brain keeps searching for the moment when things felt good again. The cycle just keeps on going and going and going in circles. Someone is stuck, and it's stuck there for a long time, breaking their survival pattern. The first step of awareness is asking yourself, am I feeling loved? Or am I feeling anxious about losing them? Am I experiencing peace? Or am I constantly trying to fix the emotional distance? Am I being chosen? Or am I trying to convince someone to choose me? These questions are not meant to shame you. They are meant to bring clarity, because once you see the pattern clearly, you can start shifting out of the survival mode. Choosing yourself again. Choosing yourself doesn't mean you stop loving someone instantly. It means you start protecting your peace. You start paying attention to how relationship actually feels. Not just the good moments, but the entire emotional experience. You ask yourself, is this connection helping me grow? Is this relationship giving me peace? Or am I constantly trying to stabilize it? Because real love does not require you to abandon yourself. My final thoughts on this. If you've ever confused love with survival, you're not alone. So many people do, especially people who care deeply, especially people who want relationships to work. But love should not feel like someone or something you are not constantly trying to hold on together all by yourself. Love should feel like two people standing beside each other, not one person carrying the emotional weight of the relationship. And sometimes the most powerful things you can do is step back and ask, am I experiencing love, or am I trying to survive it? Because when you begin to choose peace over survival, that's when everything in your life starts to change. I want to go out of this and I want to say is thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If this resonates with you, share it with someone who might need to hear this, because I know we all go through this in life, and I know that each step of trying to heal and becoming her is a step to getting closer to finding peace, to finding the love within yourself that you deserve. And remember, this journey of becoming your best self starts with learning the difference between what feels intense and what actually feels healthy. And I just want to say I'll see you guys in the next episode, and I hope you guys like this one. Bye!